I wonder if CoinMarketCap, because Richard talked about it a lot, how CoinMarketCap, I mean, they'll have Luna Classic posted on the front page. They'll have all sorts of scams posted on the front page, and they'll like even have like, I don't know if it's like banners or advertisements, like kind of shilling you the tokens on CoinMarketCap. But then something like Hex, that's actually like a good product. Richard says it's meant to actually kind of like take your money away from the scammers, right? Lock it in the Hex contract where you know it's gonna be there, right? The Hex contract is immutable. It's gonna, as long as the Ethereum and PulseChain blockchain exists, it's gonna stay there. So yeah, I think it could be a little bit of an industry disruptor as well. If you actually have people going into Hex and actually taking action with staking and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it blows my mind. Like I really it made like once I started finding out a lot of the things that you just referred to, like I started getting mad. Like when I found out about Coin Market Cap and what's it called? Uniswap, like that really made me upset.
Yeah, because back
Yeah.
in the day, Hex was one of the most swapped tokens on Uniswap when it was still pretty young. A lot of people say that Hexkins kind of helped make Uniswap what it is today, and then to get stabbed in the back like that, it turned a lot of people off. It made them rather
Yeah.
upset. So you're not alone.
I don't like censorship. Like I'm very
yeah,
anti-censorship and like especially from like Coin Market Cap's one thing that's owned by Binance and we could do a whole other podcast on them. But like I think like Uniswap markets themselves as being decentralized. So how are you preventing something from being shown on your decks? I don't get it.
We're protecting investors.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
how it works.
just like the SEC, right?
There is a rhyme in that. There's a rhythm. There's a rhyme. There may be. Yeah, it's weird. Crypto been to take a chance with outrage market. I think we were talking about this earlier. I think the doubling down of first again, if you don't have a bag, why do you care? You could more easily form a negative opinion if you don't have a vested interest in such a project. And then the outrage marketing again. You look at social media numbers. You can make cases. The pros and cons of that. But that just everyone who didn't like it, it gave them another reason to like it even less, and then cheer when price go down, or cheer when suit or all these other things happen. So I don't know. I hope we were able to convert more people over time, and it's just hard to talk somebody out of something when it's like the what's the phrase? It's hard to talk out of not liking something if his job depends on it. It's kind of like that. Like if maybe you're talking. I mean. You talk about somebody had a comment too about I like this heart derangement syndrome. It reminded me of it reminded me of TDS, where it's like if you're a news
Yeah.
anchor, right, a lot of your content comes from bashing somebody over time. It's like, oh, you that's your thing, you're writing to get content, all that.
The through line in all of that.
There you go.
Yeah, the through line through all of the derangement syndrome stuff is that it's easier just to go along with the crowd and repeat the sentiment, not because you actually believe what you're saying, but because it's more of just like signaling to a group that you're in
Yeah.
line with the group. And I mean, up to this point in crypto, a lot of the different communities have just been trying to rally enough support and get some level of adoption so that they can hit that accelerated growth curve to really just climb the charts and try to solidify as something that's going to last for a long time. So when you have that, it is a lot of infighting, and then it's a lot easier just to repeat the statement instead of go look at the numbers, go look at the math, go do the research. It's if you're already in stuff, why switch? But if you're willing to actually chase the gains, then yeah, I think it's worth doing, and I think a lot of people are doing it now. Plus, my personal opinion, I think ever since Richard's been gone, the Hexagon community has really been carrying the flag, and people look over here at Hexco and they're like, these guys are all partying and having a good time and just hanging out and streaming all the time. They do IRL
It's
meetups.
crazy. I've never seen anything like this, and I've been around a
Meetups.
long time. I've been on Twitter a long time. Like I've never seen a community this strong and this united. Like I know you guys have your little infighting and beefs and different sects and stuff, but like in,
PXPX.
in general, I've never seen a more united, passionate front than I have from Hexicans. Like it's crazy.
True. By the way, if you're looking to see how the community really is, you got to come to Vegas in March. That's going to be a wild time. We're having the Hex conference again. What is this, the fourth year now?
Oh man.
I mean, there's
It's-
several
it's-
different Hex conferences, but this is there's different. Yeah, I mean, as far as meetups,
Well, this is
it's gotta
PulseChain tour. In my personal
Yeah.
opinion, I think this is the HEX meetup of the year. If there's one to go to the one in Vegas in March. It's a good time.